This is a 2011 Toyota Camry LE 4-cylinder. It's equipped with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, produces 169 horsepower, 167 pound-feet of torque. It gives you Toyota's dual variable valve timing with intelligence, which is actually a technology that Toyota pioneered. Basically what it does is it changes the timing of your intake and your exhaust valves, allows the engine to breathe much better, gets air in and out very efficiently. What it really does, it gives you the best gas mileage in all driving conditions. EPA gas mileage on this vehicle is 22 city, 32 highway. If you're looking at a Honda Accord gas mileage is 21 city, 30 highway. When Consumer Reports tested both vehicles, they got an average of 26 out of a 4-cylinder Camry and an average of 23 out of a 4-cylinder Accord. Those 3 points difference in gas mileage can actually save you a lot of money in the long run. Something else I want to show you under the hood here is hood liner and hood struts. 2 things you're not going to find under the hood of a Honda Accord. What the hood liner does here is basically prevents a lot of engine noise from coming into the passenger compartment. When you do drive the Accord, you're going to hear a lot more engine noise as you accelerate that vehicle. With hood struts here, an Accord gives you a traditional prop rod. So when you're putting washer fluid in your car when it's 20 degrees outside, you're going to have to be messing around with a prop rod. It's going to be much easier to put the hood up in a Camry with the hood struts. Something else I want to talk to you about is Toyota's Star Safety System. Standard on the Camry, in fact standard on all Toyotas. Gives you interlock brakes, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, traction control, and vehicle stability control. Analog brakes very simply allows you to control the vehicle in a panic stop because your brakes are not locking up. Electronic brake force distribution electronically provides more brake power to where the weight in the car is. So if you have your entire family in the car, it's going to provide more brake power to the rear of the vehicle so you can get maximum stopping power even with a loaded vehicle. Brake assist recognizes when you have a panic stop by how hard and fast you hit that brake pedal. And if you don't keep proper pressure on that brake pedal to stop the car, that car knows it's a panic stop because of how hard and fast you hit that pedal. It's going to give you that full hydraulic power, even if you don't hit the brake pedal hard enough. For instance, if you're driving down the road, somebody stops in front of you, you're not paying attention, you hit that brake pedal very hard, it's going to give you full hydraulic power to prevent those minor fender benders that might occur if you didn't have brake assist. Your traction control prevents the drive wheels, your front wheels from spinning when you accelerate, so you can control the car when you accelerate. And your vehicle stability control, the last one, but the most important one, simply prevents the vehicle from skidding sideways. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety and NHTSA say it is the absolute best safety feature invented since seatbelts. Standard on the Camry and all Toyotas. Something new for 2011, which the Accord does not feature, is the brake override system. What that does is, in the unfortunate incident, if your accelerator pedal gets trapped by some inanimate object, when you go to hit the brakes, the computer is automatically going to disengage the accelerator, only allow the brakes to work, so that you can stop that car faster if your accelerator pedal does become trapped for whatever reason. Come around the side of the car here. You'll notice how spacious the front seat of the Camry is. You'll notice also how soft the seats are. When you go ahead and sit inside a Honda Accord, you may realize that the seats are very hard. And you might not notice that right away, but over the long haul and the long trip, those seats could become a little tiresome because they are so hard. Very soft seats in the Camry. If you look at the back seat here, even though the Accord is classified as a full-size sedan and is much larger than a Camry, it's about 6 inches longer, which is going to make it more difficult to maneuver and more difficult to park. It still has a smaller back seat than a Camry does. A Camry has more leg room and shoulder room than a Honda Accord. You have a flat rear floor back here, so your center passenger isn't going to have to worry about where to put their feet. And something else you've got back here is a comfort guide. You take this little piece of plastic here, you fish the shoulder strap through it, and then it just reduces the height of the shoulder strap. So a child that's graduated from a car seat or somebody who is shorter doesn't have the seat belt running across their neck when they sit back here. You have a 60-40 split folding rear seat, which allows you to put half the seat down and keep half the seat up. If you look at the Honda Accord, the rear seat folds down in one piece. So yes, you can fold it down, but you're not going to carry a passenger down there if you fold down the seat. Windows back here have pinch protection, so when you're putting the window up, if your child or somebody puts their hand out the window, it's not going to pinch their fingers. It'll automatically hit their fingers and then go back down again. Child safety locks back here too. You can lock it here and prevent anyone from opening up the door from the inside. Back here in the trunk area, you'll notice the trunk lining here and all around the trunk. The Honda Accord does not feature the trunk lining up here. Makes the interior of that car very, very loud. You get a lot of road noise coming from the back of the vehicle. Also, on the inside of the trunk of the Accord, the trunk is a bit smaller than the Camrys, but also the wheel wells protrude very deeply into the trunk space of an Accord. It gives it a very odd shape and prevents you from putting a lot of boxes or suitcases back here if you are going on a long trip in a family sedan. You have a storage tray back here, which you can put objects in, prevents them from rolling around as you're driving down the road. Over the left side of the vehicle here, if you take your hand and run it in the wheel well, you'll feel this felt material. And again, just another touch that Toyota puts in their cars to prevent a lot of road noise from coming into the car. You're not going to find this on an Accord. What you are going to find on an Accord when you drive it is something called road roar. The faster you go in an Accord, the more and more tire and road noise you're going to hear. In fact, Motor Trend just tested the top 7 family sedans in the market about 2 months ago. And they named the Accord the loudest vehicle out of the entire bunch, with the Camry being one of the quietest vehicles. Moving over to the driver's side here, you've got power windows, and all 4 windows are auto up-down, meaning you can push the button down, window goes all the way down, you can pull the button up one time, window comes all the way up, and that's featured on all 4 windows. You have a power driver's seat here, which is standard on the Camry LE. If you look at an Accord LX, an LX is not going to have a power driver's seat. You've got to get an LX premium package in order to get the power driver's seat. The center cluster here is also very easy to look at, very easy to figure out how everything works. When you look at the center stack on an Accord, you've got no less than 20 buttons in that center stack. Makes it very difficult to figure out where all the buttons are. Even just to turn on your rear window defogger, you probably have to take your eyes off the road in order to figure out which button does what in that vehicle. You have a 6-speed automatic transmission in the Camry with sequential shift. That 6th gear is going to give you much better highway gas mileage. Also, the sequential shift allows you to manually shift the gears for whatever reason without even using a clutch. Accord doesn't give you either of those. They give you a 5-speed automatic and no option to shift the gears by yourself. You have 7 airbags in a Camry. Your driver, passenger, side airbags, also your side curtain airbag to protect you in the event of a side collision if you get hit in the side, and a driver's side knee airbag. Camry is the only non-hybrid powered vehicle that gives you a driver's side knee airbag as standard equipment. You're not going to find it on an Accord. Your knees are the number one place you will get injured in the event of a front-end collision. So, very, very safe vehicle. Let me go ahead and get the keys and we'll take you for a drive.